What better way to start off the season of love and loss than with Birthday Boy? I said way back in episode 1 that I'd eventually get to this one, and sure enough, here we are. That was the Baby Bitch episode. There'll be a link below. Birthday Boy is referenced in that song, and I would have let off this season if I hadn't done it already. Enough of that though. For today, we're discussing Birthday Boy. This, to me, is the quintessential Ween love song. It's a love song that's born out of sadness and makes you feel everything in between sadness and love. Diener's been quoted as saying this is Aaron's best song he ever wrote, and I find it hard to argue. The song is so simple yet perfectly crafted. I'll get into the details and the lyrics in the next segment, but let's take a listen to that chord progression now. I mean, it's simple yet perfect. This is the moment that most people first heard this side of the band. This one especially comes into its own live. There's all kinds of versions of this song, ranging from full band to solo acoustic. If you dig the track, I highly recommend heading to Boognish Monster's YouTube channel to find live versions, dig around, and see which one you like the most. I'm going to put a few links in the description to my favorites. Before we get into lyrics, let's quickly discuss the name Birthday Boy of the song. Pretty obvious why it's named this way. The girl that he wrote Baby Bitch about, this is a song about how they broke up on his birthday.
Jesus Christ. Take one.
An ominous start to the song. Diener tends to skip this live as it doesn't seem more like a one-off thing he was feeling at the moment of recording. This does set a dark tone for the song that is called Birthday Boy after all. This actually sets a tone different from the chord progression, in my opinion, that does fully capture longing so well. It's surprising hearing the song being about someone glad about a relationship ending, especially after that intro. Looking at these in this context makes you realize how the lyrics are actually very painful. The last line here gets me every time. It gives me chills just thinking about it. This is one of the most honest lyrics I've ever heard in any song. The initial setup of him not being able to wait for her to leave makes this hit so much more for me. Diener manages to capture that full gamut of emotion and internal strife that go into a breakup in a handful of lines at the age of 20. Coming back around and letting her know she still has a place to stay, it's heart-wrenching. How these lyrics are sung bring it home to me, even more so in some live performances as mentioned earlier. Just reading them straight, sure, he says he's alright, he's really okay, so what's the big deal? But actually listening to him sing the song, you understand that he's not alright or okay. He's wanting her back, but at the same time, realizing that it can never happen and would never work. Bringing this up in the context of wind blowing and a chill in the air is so on point as well. As humans, we mostly think about this type of situation when conditions are less than ideal. It brings out our want to protect and be protected, as well as need to be cared for, which often we express our urge to care for someone else in hopes of getting a similar response from the person on the receiving end. Birthday Boy has been played 151 times, 82 of those acoustic. Birthday Boy was recorded over a copy of Pink Floyd's Metal. You can hear echoes at the beginning and end of the song, which Ween would eventually go on to cover. Sometimes you just can't afford them fancy Blake tapes, you know? Guar covered Birthday Boy on the Slaves Going single album. I'll put a link below. Elliott Smith and Mary Lou Lord also did a cover of Birthday Boy you can find on YouTube. Of course, there'll be a link to that as well. Jeaner's Aunt Marilyn and the Maharishi Larry Curtin can be heard on the album version. They're the ones leaving him the message on his answering machine for his birthday.
Well, it's going to be a dark closer then. I guess that's cool, though. You know, like Birthday Boy or something?
Birthday Boy!
Birthday Boy for Chris Harford.
Yeah!
Last time I saw you, I was